Yeah.
It's a Gemini in me.
Right. You're a Gemini man.
Gemini. So, and I told her that the Amazon package delivers it and whatever. So she runs with that.
No, let me speak this.
It's like,
yeah. Did I just give you like a
trauma trigger?
Yeah. I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did that. Different cultures bring different things with them.
Yeah. So which one's the best? Come on, Reem. Yeah, tell me which one. Tell me your top 3.
Top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the DJ world, because and we don't talk about this enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that have this thing about them do that.
Nice. Have you been to therapy before?
No, I actually haven't.
Would you go? What's up, everyone? We are back again for another episode of Wine Glass Conversations. Listen, before we go any further, please remember to like, subscribe, and share this episode out. So today, guys, we have an international DJ, my friend, DJ Reem.
How you doing?
Good. Can you tell your accolades, because you done traveled all over the world, been all over places, and Japan, right Dubai. Give them a little bit of something about you.
I'm DJ Reem. I've been DJing professionally from I was a kid, literally like around 7 years old. Traveling from 17, Japan, Dubai, Italy, Austria.
Damn.
Yeah, France, you name it. The Caribbean, most of the Caribbean islands.
All over.
And
I don't know if you guys seen, I've interviewed Reem before on my previous podcast, and we spoke about your upbringing in the DJ world. Right. So we're gonna touch on a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. Now, Champion Squad is
my sound system, yeah.
Sound system. Okay, Champion Squad is your sound system. Mm-hmm. Before we move any further, we got toast. Toast to great conversations. Toast. Okay, so Champion Squad. I was doing a little research on your page, and you're not the first to Champion Squad, right?
Yes and no. So, okay. You have Austin Villa. He's the one who founded the whole thing, founded Champion Squad as a group, as a team. Him and my brother, they were best friends. Mm-hmm. So, pretty much while they were developing their thing, I was there doing my thing. And then I just got into the music industry at that point. Mm-hmm. So technically it was from day one, but it was just
Yeah. I think what's so dope about that is because you look at a lot of other sounds, and I don't know much about all the sounds, but a lot of the times people, once they get good at the craft, they go out and do their own and start their own, right?
Right.
But I admire that you took Champion Sound and
Champion
Squad and brought it to, it's just so great with you now.
Right.
What made you say, you know what, I'm gonna make Champion Squad
because
huge?
Basically it became my own, because at the time Austin wasn't really, he was doing his thing, he was doing it, but they were more pushing me to at the forefront of it, so it kind of became my thing. And then I started to do remixes. So when I started to do remixes, that's when the sound got popular.
Okay.
So yeah, everybody knew okay, DJ Reem was doing the remixes.
Oh.
So
okay.
then it automatically just became, they would
Reem.
know Austin Villa, they would know, but they know me as the main person that was doing all the remixes, the marketing, and at the time I didn't even know I was marketing, to tell you the truth, because I was a kid.
Right.
But I was still doing most of the legwork. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's where it became something that I inherited, basically.
Yeah.
I inherited from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So What's his name again?
Austin Villa.
Austin. Does he still
Oh yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Okay,
He's still
nice.
he lives in Fort Myers,
Okay.
and
okay.
he plays up there. My brother T-Bone, he goes up there with him to
Yeah.
play sometimes, and yeah, they do their thing, separate from what I
Yeah.
do. So yeah.
Do you have anybody under you right now that's like, show me the way?
That's on the sound.
Yeah, under the sound or just you're
Over-
mentoring?
DJ Overdose, he's on the sound. Overdose from
Okay.
from Bahamas, he's on the sound as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I could say I mentored him from his earlier stage, and now he's this mega star. So yeah.
Yeah. Has there ever been a growing up, like, was there ever a time where you're like, did you do any other jobs other than DJing?
1 and 2, like telemarketing, and that was it.
Yeah.
But I was on the radio.
You were on the phones with people?
Yeah, but that didn't last long.
I just can't see that for some reason.
Yeah, it didn't last long. But
Yeah.
but I did have a job. Technically, I had a job from I was 10 years old to 22. I was on the radio,
Okay.
professional radio. Like
Okay.
I was on the radio, so I was getting paid.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
And what made you leave radio?
So I went to broadcasting school and everything. Got a certificate for broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time when I got the broadcasting degree, it didn't make sense because the economy crashed and they weren't hiring much and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I think that was the reason. Yeah, this was when we were in like a recession.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then no radio stations, no nothing was hiring.
Was
It
that like
a-
2008, 2009?
Yeah, that was around
10?
2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2007 is when I got the degree, and then 2008 is when I was looking for the job. Nothing. Got
And
nothing,
you were
found
just
nothing.
like, I just got to.
Yeah, and then the radio station that I was working for, they closed down.
Oh.
They closed down. That's what
Okay.
the radio station that I grew up in.
Yeah.
They closed down. So yeah, and then I started when I got the degree. I applied to 99 Jams. I applied
Yeah.
to Power 96, whatever. And not even to be a personality on radio. It was more to do production because I was more fascinated with production.
Right.
Right.
And now you do your own production in your own ways.
Right.
Now.
Right.
And you do really good at it.
Thank you.
And production, is like the parties that you throw. That's part of production, right? Or is it just like more so?
That's promotion.
Promotions.
That's
okay.
promotions.
Production.
I mean, it can be with production because you're producing a party and you're putting together a party. Yeah,
Right.
It technically is.
So when you started to travel, right?
Mhm.
Where was the the first huge place that you went? Was it Japan?
Japan.
How did you get that connection?
So I got famous by putting mixtapes online. I was like one of the first DJs or sound system to like start putting out mixtapes online like that. And I'm not gonna say I'm the first, but I was one of the first, like the first, because like from like 2001, I've been putting out mixtapes online. They used to have this website called dancehallreggae.com, and they used to have this forum where people talk and whatever. So what I used to do was upload the mixes and put them on the dancehallreggae.com forum, and people used to click them and download them and like, yo, they'll come and make a comment about it and say, oh, this is wicked, whatever. So and at the time I didn't know what I was doing. I was just being enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I did that, this guy named King Raj from Audiomax, audiomax.com, which was a very famous website. If you look them up, if you Google them, you'll see that they got busted for bootlegging, like
Oh shit.
big time, millions.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a big website. So he now started to take the mixes off of dancehallreggae.com, put them on his website for sale. That time I didn't know what he was making off of it or whatever. But he reached out to me. He was like, yo, I'm gonna need you to stop putting out these mixes on dancehallreggae.com. Send them to me straight. Then he asked me for my Western Union, and I was like, Western Union, what's that?
Oh,
Like,
I was thinking about something else. Like, why are you asking that? Okay.
No, this is before the scamming.
Okay. True.
So he said, what's your Western Union? So I was like, hold on, let me ask my mom. So I went to my mom, and my mom was like, what do you need that for? Like, what do you... So I was like, what's your information for Western Union? She's like, what do you need it for? I didn't even know what he needed it for.
Yeah.
But then he sent me $600.
Wow.
And I was like, I was probably like 12 at the time.
Oh shit.
So $600 is a big deal for
Hell
me.
yeah.
So he was like, yeah, as long as you're putting out mixes, I'll just send you money.
Wow.
My mom was like, where the hell are you getting this money from?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I showed her whatever. So I'm telling you that to say this with the Japan thing. So years later, this is 2007. I graduated high school 2006. As a matter of fact, before I graduated high school, I didn't even turn 18 yet. The guy hit me up on MySpace, right? And he was like, this Japanese guy, his name is Naki. He said, I want you to come to Japan. I want Champion Squad in Japan. And he gave me the dates. It was for the following year, which was April 2007. And I was like, Japan? Like what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought it was a joke. I didn't even answer it.
Did you know at that time like how big Caribbean music?
Yeah, of course,
Jamaican
because
music was
I knew
with
people
there?
that were traveling like that. Like
Okay.
like Black Chiney was a sound at the time that was the leading sound at the time.
I remember that sound.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they were the leading sound at the time, and we had like, there was like a little small competition between us, whatever. Even to this day, like in the remix game, like us doing remixes and stuff like that, there's a competition thing. There's like a rival, you know what I mean? So, I was one of them that was giving them that competition. So,
Okay.
and
That's like a sound clash, kind of.
something like that. We never
Yeah.
really clashed like that, but we were,
Just kind of back and forth.
like the mixtapes. We were like,
Gotcha.
yeah, like.
Kind of like a Drake
People
and
would
Kendrick,
compare,
but
yeah.
in the DJ world.
People would compare and be like, "Yo, Champion Squad mixtape better than Black Chiney, or Black Chiney better than."
Yeah.
So it was one of those type of things, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah. So they were traveling, so I knew that music was big in the world, and then I'm coming from the old school days of the Stone Love, Tony Mataran
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I know those people were going all over the world.
Yeah.
But when he hit me up about Japan, I'm just like, that seems unreal.
Yeah.
Sounds like a scam. you know?
Right.
And he hit me up again, and I end up answering, and I'm like, yeah, when, whatever, we like, what's the deal with it? And I showed my mom again, because I'm a minor. I was 17
Right,
at the time, and she was like, Japan? You're not going to no Japan?
Right.
And then
Or I'm coming with you if you go.
she ain't going on a plane.
She wasn't gonna go. Oh.
But she ended up, saying, okay, whatever. And she couldn't tell me anything because I was.
And then you was making money.
I was about to turn 18 anyway.
Right.
So
True. Yeah.
So I ended up going. It was a great experience. Great experience. Yeah.
Okay. So, did that open up the just you traveling all over? Like,
Yeah.
was it?
Well, not yet. Actually, it did. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it did. Because that same year, 2007, April, I went to Japan. Then by December 2007, I went to Italy and Amsterdam.
Oh.
But it wasn't off of the Japan trip. It was more of like the mixtape blew up.
Okay.
So the mixtapes that I was putting out, it blew up, and then it went viral. At that time, that was viral for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So that's when people started to catch on to it, and then 2009 was like a major year because that's when I got to see like more places. Like I did a whole Europe tour at that time. In 2009, I went to Italy, Austria, Finland.
Wow.
Amsterdam again. Yeah, a lot of like a couple European places.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what now with traveling, right? Like, and just even because being a DJ and would you be called an MC as well?
Yeah, I
MC?
I MC.
Yeah. So, with doing all of that, just not even being one that travels a lot, right? Like just regular MCs that are DJs that's maybe just travel in state or just work in their state, you know, overnight is already fucking stressful.
Yeah, it is.
What would you say the most stressful part of it for you is? And then what
Honestly-
would you say the most rewarding? And I pretty
Honestly,
you know,
and I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, traveling.
yeah.
The traveling part of it, like the act to actually
If you could just snap your finger and get
and
there,
get there, it would be
yeah.
great. Like imagine going to Japan. Japan is a 14-hour trip.
Whew. That's
know
why you're
what I'm
always
saying?
there for like 2-3 weeks
That's why
or
because
so.
it doesn't make sense going there for 1-2 shows.
Exactly.
So I have to get at least 8 shows to make it make sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. And then
So,
obviously the most rewarding part.
would be the money, but also it's fun for me. It's a joy.
Right.
Like this is like I've been doing this from my childhood. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a dream that a lot of people would have. It's a
Right.
blessing. you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
I take pride in that part of it more than the
Yeah.
money.
How is that Japan crowd versus like ours?
They're super energetic.
I've seen some videos you post. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we? Because they're just as bad as Jamaica, if not better.
Badder. Yeah, even the DJs. Like even
Yeah.
the DJs are like top class. Like you have some sounds over there that would put some DJs here to shame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's they're that good.
Wow.
Because I think what it is remember over that side of the world they're ahead of us with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Technology and stuff like that. And I think they study our stuff to the T. So I think that's what it is.
I went into this Japanese restaurant that's next door to my suites where I work, and they have the videos, Japanese videos on the TVs and all over, and it's like they have their own world of music, of culture, and I'm pretty sure everywhere else has it, but it's like the mix of the hip hop and everything else that I think is so unique with them, and it's like they don't even really need us.
Right.
Like
They don't.
there's zero. There was like what I've seen being in that restaurant all the time. There's zero footage of like nothing that's Americanized, really and truly that I noticed. And even if it seems like it is Americanized, it's still in their way, like how they have it. And I think that's so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a daughter.
Mhm.
She's so sweet,
Kalani. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I seen you post a video of her, and she was going through something like all of the countries or something like that. Like she was going through so much different.
Yeah, so there's this thing that's online that I googled because like I try to challenge her.
Okay.
She's super smart, so I try to challenge her. She's 6.
Yeah.
And she knows how to read fluently. She knows how to So there's certain things that she's doing way up advanced. So I try to challenge her on certain things or whatever. And most of the things that I challenge her on, I've never taught her.
Wow.
And it's just super weird for me that she just, I asked her something and she's like, oh yeah, that's that. And I'm just like, how the hell do you know that? And she's just like, I don't know. And she'll say something like, oh, God told me or something like that. She would say, like literally.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So
she'd be like, God told me. And I was just like, huh?
And he's gonna be like, all right. Because you can't say nothing after
Can't
that.
question it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about my salon is the Texture Club. It looks like this, but it feels like this. One easy monthly payment that transforms the way I look and feel. So when I leave, I feel like I'm walking the runway. All dolled up.
My daughter, she's 8. But no, she's 7, gonna be 8 in January. It's like she's already 8 because they're so advanced. It's like I'm already saying she's 8.
Kalani's gonna be 7 in December. So
oh yeah, so they're close to each other. What December? What?
December 15th.
Okay. Oh, she's that serious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got a little shindig coming up soon for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my daughter, she's like just on another level. Like as far as just the things that they know, and I know with technology now, it's like they catch on even more quicker. Right. Do you think like how we grew up? Do you think that the technology that they have at their hands, like would you say it's more bitter or sweet?
It's both. The fact that they can actually, like, I know you have parental lock on certain things that you could do, but
right,
it doesn't really do much.
Right.
They still can get their hands on a lot of different informations. And like my daughter asked me, I think last month sometime, she's like, where do babies come from?
My daughter asked me.
So I always tell her, like the first time she asked me, she was like 3. I think she asked me when she was 3. And I told her that the Amazon package delivers it and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she runs with that.
No, let me speak this into
So she runs with that, right? So I tell her, like, I said the Amazon man brings the package.
Oh my
and
God.
whatever.
Yeah.
I said God create the baby, and the Amazon man delivers it.
Drops it off.
So that's what I tell her. So this time when she asked me, I was like, I don't remember what I told her, but I told her something similar, but not like that. But I told her when I said, God picks a mommy and a daddy, and God takes you from daddy's back and puts you in mommy's stomach. That's it. So
Okay.
yeah, so I told her
Okay.
something like that, right? And then she was like, I don't believe that. I'm gonna ask Siri. I said, no. So that's where it boils down to being good and bad, because they
Yeah.
can find information and they can get
Yes,
super smart, but then they can get
yes.
too much.
Yeah.
So
My daughter's real quick to be like, Siri, how do you spell this word?
Right.
And it's like, once she tell her the one time, she know it forever. Yo, that is hilarious. My daughter, she's been asking me the same thing too. And normally I just say, the babies come from God. Like,
Yeah.
God just grants it in the mommy's bellies, and we choose the dads. And then I've had some clients tell me like, no, you got to be real with her and tell her the truth. It's like, I'm just now getting her out of.
You can't tell the truth.
It's so hard. She's just now finding out Santa Claus is not real.
I mean, you have kids that are like even 12 that doesn't know that Santa Claus is real,
Yeah,
you know, but,
right.
But it's very important to tell them these things from early so that they don't have that false.
Right. Like now
know.
she's like, I'm like, Sage, mommy, daddy, all of us, grandma, all of us work for our money to get your gifts.
Right.
So as far as fatherhood for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it most challenging right now for you in life?
It's challenging every time I have to go away and she says, why do you have to go away? That's the
Okay.
challenging part. That's the most challenging part. But when I come back and she, daddy, and,
Yeah.
you know, that's the best part
Yeah.
So-
Do you co-parent well with her mom?
for the most part.
Okay. Because that's important.
Yeah, for the most
Them
part.
seeing that
yeah.
healthy co-parenting.
We're cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
that's good. So when she gets to, like, would you ever, like, maybe when she's 16, bring her on the road with you?
I
Is
told her
a thought?
that. Like I told her that. I said that, like when you she's like, why can't I go with you now? And I'm like, when you reach like 15, 16, you know, and you can,
Yeah.
you know, fend for yourself. then,
Right.
You know?
Like, I could leave you in the hotel room and know you'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't do that, but like
Yeah.
she can more handle, because I would
Herself.
still have somebody that can.
Okay, that will come with you. Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that.
Okay. So I seen you talking about, I seen a video with her the other day, and you were talking about other babies. I was like, Reem is giving me all the content that I need.
Yeah.
You were talking about having another baby, and she was like, you're gonna love me more.
Yeah.
And you know,
That's why I said I like to pick her brain. So like sometimes I'll start conversations with her because her responses are so funny.
yeah.
There's certain things that I don't catch on camera that she says, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
come with this response, like. what
And
you
she's
did.
so nonchalant with it.
Yeah,
She's just
she
like,
is.
this is what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets that from you because you have a nonchalant
Yeah,
personality.
yeah.
So it makes sense. So have you brought another woman around her?
I have.
Okay.
So, yeah, I have. Yeah, me and her mother has been separated from she was like a month old.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
I have-
she's
yeah.
seen other women.
Of course, I was in a whole relationship.
Okay.
After that, like right after me and her mother. So yeah.
Okay. How is she with other women? My daughter's yet to like meet another person.
She was attached to,
Okay.
my ex, so yeah.
Did that like make you like say, you know what, you seen the attachment, so I'm gonna kind of like pull back a little more before I introduce her to
Of
somebody
course,
else?
definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely, because that was a long relationship. So I mean,
Okay.
that was a long time. So
Yeah.
it was hard for me to, like,
Yeah. How long was it?
5 years,
Oh wow, so damn near all her life almost.
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll get into the topic of women.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mix with?
What do I mix with?
What does
Spanish.
this hair come from?
Spanish. My great great grandfather's from Spain.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Spanish.
How is it balancing these women in the DJ world?
When you say balancing, what do you mean?
So like, because I already know, obviously my, Stretch, which is my co-host in my other podcast, he talks about how hard it is, keeping a solid relationship because you guys are out at all times tonight.
Oh, you mean like that? Okay, so it's important. It's very important. I was having this conversation just the other day with someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important to live life. Like I said, I was traveling from 17.
How you did that in a 5-year
17
relationship? How was that balance?
No, but I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been doing that from 17.
Yeah.
So after a while, it gets boring. So, like, I'm keeping it real. Like, I'm gonna keep it as real as possible. So, whoever want to say, oh, yeah, tell the secret. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
You're going from living a reckless life of, yo, like, you have shit. You travel and you have multiple women in a weekend.
Right.
And then, you know, you do that. It gets boring after a while.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you tend to say, all right, it's time for me to. I mean, some still don't.
Right.
Because I know plenty that don't. But at the end of the day, it comes with maturity.
Right.
When you reach a certain level of life, and I can't say age because age don't make you mature.
Age don't make you mature.
So it comes with maturity where you just say, you know what?
Like, there's that wisdom that you got to have for yourself.
And I'm not saying a man is not going to do what he does or slip up or whatever, but at the end of the day, you tone it down.
True.
And then you get into a relationship, you have respect and you know what you're doing.
So, and thank you for keeping it real. Yeah. Appreciate it. So, you know, they got a passport bros. You ever heard of them? Passport bros?
Passport bros?
Yeah. So basically the passport bros are these group of guys that go to different countries to date women and possibly marry them because they feel as if no good women are in the U.S. So like they try to push this narrative of find you a woman outside of the country because the women in the U.S. ain't shit, whatever. And with you being as greatly traveled as you are, where would you say the best group of women are?
That's a hard one. That's a really, really tough one because, that's a tough one. I've seen many beautiful women, like many. That's a tough one. Like, you go to Belize, you have a certain type of women that are beautiful. You go to any Caribbean island, like most.
How are the Asian women? Are they like
submissive
really good,
and so okay. I'm not gonna talk too much.
Okay.
That's like I'm not gonna go into that part of it too much.
Okay.
You have Asian women. They're like a man's dream, like for real. Like I'm keeping it real. They're like a man's dream woman as far as like they service you, like they attend to you. You know what I mean? Like they
like they gonna make sure you good.
They gonna make sure you're good because they're it's like I don't know what it is. It's like
it's part of the culture.
It's a part of their culture.
Right,
like it's a respecting. Like they bow to you and all that type of stuff.
Right,
too. So it's like would I ever date it? I don't know, but it's something that it's different.
Yeah,
put it that way. So like when you there's different culture. Different cultures bring different things with the women.
Yeah. So which one's the best? Come on, Reem. Yeah, tell me which one. Tell me your top 3.
Top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Top 3.
Come on, Reem. Spit it out.
Nope.
No, you better not tell him that.
In no order. I'm not even gonna listen to that because nope.
Come on, give me the top 3.
Nope.
Okay, don't put it in the order. Just give me top 3, just overall. Top like that overall. You would say, is your just because obviously I'm pretty sure every woman is like beautiful in their own way, blah blah blah. But give me your top 3, Reem. Come on, you well traveled, you know this.
Top 3 as far as looks, right?
Whatever. Looks.
No. We got
personality.
Looks, personality.
Like how to like.
All right, you want to overall?
Overall.
Okay. It's a hard one because it's not like I don't know. It's a hard one.
Okay.
Like, I can't. Like I love my Jamaican women, of course, but then you have different. I don't know. I can't.
Okay, so what I would hear a lot when men go out, especially Jamaican men, predominantly Jamaican men, whatever, when they go out of their culture, they kind of miss that. It's like a culture clash.
Okay, so my My daughter's mom is Bahamian,
Okay.
and that's very true.
Okay.
Because when you go outside of your culture, it's a lot of things missing. But it's good to experience other stuff because then,
Right.
you know, the two cultures mix, and if that person can adapt, then it works.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I totally
Okay.
like my ex is Jamaican.
Okay.
Like the one that for 5 years she was Jamaican. So,
Okay.
you know, that lasted longer.
Yeah.
Clearly because
Right.
of that. So, it was more unified because I'm
Right.
Jamaican, she's Jamaican, so it worked.
Gotcha.
But you know what I mean. But I'm not limiting it to say that's the reason why.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely something there that I could say personally that you know.
Yeah.
And not saying that I wouldn't date outside of a Jamaican because
Right.
you know,
Right.
but
It's like home is still always
home is still
the best.
yeah cool. Yeah.
Okay. Because you could get all different types of races in Jamaica, in the Jamaican woman. You can get an
Right.
Asian Jamaican, you can get a black Jamaican,
Right,
you can get a
right.
Hispanic, you can get all types. So that's the beautiful part about our culture. So do you want more kids?
Yeah. I mean, I'm open to it.
Yeah. You want
If
to
it
be
happens,
married?
it happens. If it don't, no. Huh?
You want to be married?
I'll drink to that.
You don't know.
I don't know. We'll see what the future lies.
Why you don't know? Is that something where you're just like, my life wouldn't be able to keep up with it? Like,
Here's the thing. All right. I believe completely in that. You see the title thing? It messes up
yeah,
a lot of good or great relationships.
that's true.
The title thing, like when you put a title to something, it makes them feel like, oh, I'm this now, so I should be this and I should be that. But then you stop doing what you're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? Or I stop doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play the blame game and say it's the woman's fault or it's the, but it's something where, we tend to have this thing. It's like I up
think-
on a pedestal thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the wife now. Or
Yeah.
I'm the husband now. Like, oh, you're supposed to be washing the dishes.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Okay, we could whatever.
Yeah.
How about you wash? I wipe. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah.
Come on, like, you know, we was doing this when we were in a, but now you're a
Right.
wife. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not putting it on just the women
Yeah.
changing. Men do it too.
Right.
You know what I mean? We do it as men too, and I've been at fault at that in
Yeah.
previous
Right.
relationships.
Right.
So I know my myself. I'm very self-aware of
Mm-hmm.
where I went wrong with certain things. So I'm telling you from experience. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that title thing really kills a relationship.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that I won't get married, but I feel like I won't rush into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. So would you where do you see life, right, 20 years from now?
Life 20 years from now.
Or let's just
We're gonna be
say,
living in space. What are you talking about?
how old are you, Reem?
I'm
If you don't mind.
I'm closer to 40 than
You're
30.
close to 40?
Yeah.
All right, so shit, where do you see life 10 years from now?
Then you trying to say I'm like, damn. You putting a cap on my life? Like,
I'm not putting a cap.
I'm playing with you.
But I'm just saying, like, it's really hard. Nowadays, it's really hard to say because the world is changing so fucking
Like,
fast.
you heard me say we're gonna be living in Mars.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So
with Trump and
I know, right?
Elon.
And Elon, whatever the
We're
hell
gonna
his
be living
name
in
is.
Mars. Very soon.
All right, so, all right, 10 years from now, like, what is the end goal for Reem Champion Squad?
All right, 10 years from now, honestly, I don't want to be DJing. If I'm DJing, it's gonna be exclusively
Okay.
for selective events. My end goal is to own multiple businesses. I have a restaurant in mind
Okay.
that I want to open.
I want to do the
Just
grand
different
opening.
things, of course. There's different things, different ventures where I'm working on, planning currently. You know,
Yeah.
so
Okay. So, would you want Champion Squad to live on? Like, would you bring someone under you?
of course, if I could find somebody loyal.
Yeah,
Problem is loyalty.
that's true.
So, especially in the DJ world, because and we don't talk about this enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that have this thing about them that feel like for instance, I'm traveling. I've been traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if I was the type to be disrespectful because I'm traveling. That's the problem with a lot of them. So they have that thing about them. They feel like, oh, because I'm doing this, I'm this, and then it doesn't last long.
They're not humble with
They're
it.
not humble with it. So that's the problem that I've been having with putting people on the sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the problem. And then loyalty comes into play where, you know, they end up selling out for like $1.
Right.
When they could make $1 million over here.
Right.
Just wait.
Right. How come you don't wear like chains and jewelry and like?
I'm not into that like that.
I
I might wear one chain like here and there, but like I'm not a flashy dude. Like I was never a flashy dude.
Yeah.
And I feel like no matter what it is, you should always stay true to yourself.
True.
Like I'm not that flashy dude. I don't care for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just me. I don't look for the attention.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that I think is dope about you is that when you have such a humble personality and you're very kind, you know, people have to know you to know that. Because if they don't know you, they won't know that. Because you be silent as a motherfucker. You be like,
people think I'm mean.
Right.
I'm not.
I used to think you were mean
because my face is always like made up and
like you just it's like you just
I'm
not
very
with the
standoffish because it might be due to like past experience with people, especially like growing up. Like I'm very standoffish. I'm very like I don't trust people as I should.
Yeah. I mean, you've been all around the world, so I can understand why it can be like that.
And there's certain things that I've experienced being all around the world to make me have that guard up where it comes to people in general. But I'm not unapproachable. Like you can approach me any day.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. You have that energy that's like the people that's for you is gonna come to you.
Right.
Like you don't
I attract people.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And I tend to attract the right people. To like, in my honest opinion, I tend to attract the right people. Like, people that gravitate to me, they're there long term most of the time.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. How would you say? Because you know, men's mental health day, I think it was that just passed. Mm-hmm. What would you speak on when it comes to men's mental health? Just even in the DJ world, or just being a businessman, and you know, like how do you navigate that side of life for you?
It's challenging, especially being an entrepreneur. It's very challenging at times. You can be up one day, you could be down the next day, and that can really mess with your brain. So, yeah, it's challenging most of the time.
Yeah,
it's very challenging. Not most of the time, but it's challenging sometimes because you really have to like hold it together.
Right.
You know, sometimes, but I mean, the best thing you can do is push through and know that, you know, God is working out.
Right. Have you ever dealt with like a really traumatic experience and you and like it tore you to pieces? And I don't know if you're a crier. Some men don't even talk about it. You're not a crier. Okay, so let's just say it just tore you to pieces, you know, and you don't want to talk to anyone, you want to be around nobody, and you know this is going to take a long time for it to heal you, right? And have you ever been through something like that and then had to go to work that night and had to push through?
So I am like that naturally. So sometimes I tend to shut, which I've worked on over the years.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going through something, I shut down. Like people would call me, I don't answer, whatever. They think that I'm ignoring them, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
But I shut down, and I've worked on it over the years or whatever.
Yeah.
Still happens here and there. And it doesn't have to be nothing major. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's the Gemini in me.
Right, so. Right. Oh, you're a Gemini, man.
I'm a Gemini. So.
Okay, let me stop. Go ahead.
So it's a Gemini in me. So yeah. I tend to shut down when it comes to that, but yeah, I mean, I've worked on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay. What do you think makes you shut down? Like, is that something that started from a kid? Like, was there a part of your life where you're like, oh shit, this is the reason why I do that?
Okay, so I've always been a loner as a kid.
Are you an only child?
No, I have a brother. I have an older brother, but he's a Gemini too. And
oh,
we're basically
both loners. Y'all just do y'all
like,
thing.
We just do our thing. Like,
yeah,
we could be in the same room and I don't talk to him.
Yeah,
that's what it is, and it'd be the same for him. But
yeah,
that's the person that actually brought me into the music game, and I owe him everything.
Right.
Because
right.
he's the one that I used to follow behind going to the record stores.
Yeah.
Every
Okay,
day.
okay.
You understand? So it's like we connect, but we don't.
Right.
So I've always been that type of person. Like even in high school, like anybody that went to high school with me. Shout out to everybody from Boyd Anderson, BA.
Oh, you went to BA?
I went to BA.
I live right down the street from BA, but on the good side.
On the good side, yeah. I lived on the good side too.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
That was that's cool.
Yeah, that what?
Jesus.
Yeah, only the fittest can survive
Right?
surviving that.
Shit.
Yeah, so
That's why you quiet too and stand off, because you went to BA. It makes a lot of sense. You like, I'm not with the shits. You been seeing a lot of fuckery.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I was a quiet kid in BA. Like,
Yeah.
most of the time, I had one friend, Dre, and me
Yeah.
and him are best friends still this day.
Okay.
That's my best friend, like Dre
Yeah.
Star. So, I had one friend like that, and then, I had people that I was cool with too, and then I had another friend too, Ricardo. He was more of like he was an older one. He's an older kid, so he was more of like a big brother type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's who I used to hang with. And
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's how you kind of just, you've always just been that way.
So when I used to do the mixtapes and stuff like that and bring them to school, I used to sell them.
Oh, so
But I never used to talk to people. So how do you sell them?
Right.
You use Dre.
Oh,
you tell Dre, yo. So
why
Dre
did you
used to
not want to talk to people? Like, what?
It's just, I don't know what it was.
Is it, okay, did you grow up with your mommy and dad?
No, I grew up with my mom. My mom and so my uncle was more my father figure, and my the record shop that I used to go to.
Yeah.
I used to be there pretty much almost every day with my brother.
Yeah.
And the guy who owns it, he was more of like a.
Yeah.
So I used to be around them.
Yeah.
As male, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I used to be around them all the time or whatever, and that's where.
And your mom was probably one of those moms where, like, kids stay in a kid's place. I deal with grown up shit. Y'all go do y'all thing. I don't need to talk to y'all about this, or you don't need to. I don't, because me being a mom right now, I'm learning, like, at first, and we're not perfect, but at first, like, my daughter, she likes to explain herself.
Right.
And growing up in a Caribbean house, there was no explaining yourself.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
It's what I say. You don't do that, Yeah. And I had to, like, find a median with it, because it's like, I think I'm going to traumatize her if I keep trying to nail that in her head, So that's what I'm saying. Like, was your mom like one of those, like, stay in your place?
Honestly,
I don't want to hear it.
Honestly, the most I would encounter my mom, because I was around music 24/7. When I tell you 24/7, other than school, I was around music. So it was more of like, we used to have our sound system in the garage. We used to play music from whatever
all day,
whatever. And then when it's time to go to bed, I'm sneaking downstairs to make a mixtape.
So that's where you put all your energy in.
That's where all my energy is in. So it's like, interaction with people was very minimal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I never really. That's probably what it is. Like,
yeah. Did I just give you like a
trauma trigger? Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did that.
Okay. So we're gonna play a little game. Okay.
Okay.
It's called. So I normally do this or that, but every guest that I have is different. Mm-hmm. I try to change it up where you can relate. My guests can relate. So this one is called This or That Champion Edition. Okay. And with this or that, I'm going to give you two different things to choose from. You pick one. If you can't pick one, we're going to take a sip. Okay. All right. Beanie Man or Bun Tequila?
Bun Tequila.
Okay. Japan or Belize?
Japan. Sorry, Belize, but I have a lot of Belizean friends. Big up on yourself. But sorry, Japan is just a vibe. Unmatched.
Okay. International or domestic?
International, sure.
Okay, why are you blowing through these so quick? Did I not do a good job? All right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you an easy one before I give you a rough one. Night or day? Damn, I thought that would have been an easy one. Night?
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty Decks or Juxi Fire?
Two different DJs. Can't do that.
All right,
Two different DJs. Two different DJs.
All right. That's good. Okay.
Can't do that one.
You didn't
Two different
choose
DJs,
one. All right. Tanya Stevens or Lady Saw?
Why? I recently worked for Tanya Stevens. I did tracks for
Oh, yeah,
the
you
show. So
did.
Tanya, big up.
Tanya?
Yeah.
Okay. I love Tanya.
I love Lady Saw is the you know.
Yeah.
but
It's so
big up
hard to
Tanya.
pick because
and
like.
I saw her last night too because I went to the Everton Blender show
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
I saw her last night and Mina was reasoning. So
Oh,
Tanya, big up.
nice. Yeah, and I've got the opportunity to interview both of them, and I think like their music wise is different.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely.
yeah. It's
Tanya's
like
more
you-
conservative and Lady Saw's way more raw.
Yeah, but you know, Tanya conservative is more so.
It's on a slick. Like,
Yeah, it's a slick
yeah, on a
conservative.
slick.
It's like
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
catch
yeah.
it, you don't catch it. Yeah. That's and I love that uniqueness about them. White or dark?
In
Alcohol.
oh, dark. Hennessy, all day.
Hennessy,
Hennessy
okay.
and, you know.
Okay. Go out and turn up or relax at home.
Relax at home, all day.
Okay.
I've been like I told you. I've been doing this for years. It gets tiring.
Yeah.
So there's times where you wouldn't even see me nowhere if
Yeah.
I'm not working. And then there's times where I have to go out and be like, yo, I got to support this one. I got to support that one. And, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because you have to pop out every now and again to make sure that you know, on point with certain things with what's going on.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, you.
But I'd rather be inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't blame you because you always out. But you sped through that. Nice. You did good.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should give you some more.
Yeah, you should.
Damn. I can't think right now, guys. Next time you come on, I got some more for you though. So this part of it, we're gonna play another. Well, it's not really a game, but this is a part of the podcast where you get to. It's called Flip the Switch, and you get to ask me anything you want.
Okay.
Take your time.
Jokesy Fire, Dirty Decks.
I like both sounds.
You
I
like
do. I like both.
Okay, so we're going to drink that.
Yeah, we'll drink to that. Okay.
White or dark?
And alcohol?
Yeah.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah, white all day. Vodka, tequila. I can't.
Don Julio or Casamigos?
Don Julio.
Yeah.
I've always liked Don Julio before Don Julio became Don Julio. I never really drank the Reposado, but the blue bottle, I used to always drink that one. The Don Julio.
Oh, yeah.
The Blanco.
The Blanco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've always been a Don Julio girl. Well, a tequila girl. So that's it?
Day party or night parties?
Oh. I would say day parties now, the older that I get.
Day parties, okay.
Yeah,
So
because it's like
you can go to bed at a certain time.
yeah, and now I was like, I have to go to the gym. Like, I have to try to get to the gym. And if I party at night, especially a Jamaican party, and I come home at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's just not good for me.
Okay, Jamaican party or American party?
Jamaican party.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really know a lot of. Let me not say I don't know a lot, but if I go to an American party, it has to be songs from like. It could be the new stuff, but mostly like
Commercial stuff
2010.
Stuff that you would identify.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new stuff like now I don't. Especially like South Florida American parties. First of all, the music is so fast you can't understand what they're saying, and
Chipmunks.
it's. I went to the strip club. I'm gonna say like 4 years ago. I think it was KOD, and all the music they were playing was like inner city people, and it was so fast. And I was like, when did the strip club get to this? Like, this is crazy. I don't know, but I know my Caribbean parties. I can deal with that.
Okay,
So,
strip club or regular clubs?
regular clubs. I used to be a strip club goer though. I do like both though.
So
Actually,
it's
I'm gonna say both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, drink to both.
All right. What's your favorite strip club?
I don't have a favorite anymore.
So what was your favorite strip club?
Damn, did I have a? Okay, the one that I used to go to the most was the one that was closest that I actually really liked, and it was greenery friendly, so you could smoke weed, and that was Vegas Cabaret.
Vegas. Okay.
Yeah, but if I would go to Miami, What's that big one with the snow bunnies?
Tootsies?
It's a mix. Yeah,
Tootsies, yeah.
I like Tootsies.
Tootsies was cool.
Yeah.
I like Tootsies. I like Tootsies food. Like their food is
Yeah.
good. Like
Yeah.
that lobster and
Yeah.
that
I
fried
had a
lobster.
meeting in Tootsies before.
Yeah, their
Not
food is
upstairs
good.
where Drake was saying, but I've had a meeting.
You didn't go to the champagne room?
No, I didn't do that.
No.
What's in the champagne room? You been in the champagne room, Reem?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never did. Yeah.
Oh my God, Reem, this was great. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I definitely had fun, yeah.
Nice, nice. So leave the people then with a good life gem and let them know where they can find you and what you have coming up.
All right. Good people, don't be bad mind. I joke. But, you know, as she was talking about the mental health thing too, like, make sure you take care of yourself. You feel depression coming on, talk to somebody close to you. You don't got to tell them all your business because you don't want people putting you out there. But it's definitely important to talk about your problems. Find a therapist, whatever it is that you got to go through to get through it. Do that.
Nice. Have you been to therapy before?
No, I actually haven't.
Would you go?
I don't know. I kind of cope with my stuff. Like, I kind of figure out my own problems. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very self-aware. So, the minute I do certain things, my conscience kick in. So, like, I'll know.
And
like,
you'll go back and process.
I'll go back and process. And I'm at the stage of life where I would apologize.
Take accountability.
Taking accountability.
Nice.
So, that's what I've learned for myself, like without going to therapy, without going through that process.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I need it.
Would you go to like, if say you get in a relationship again, would you do relationship therapy, like couples therapy?
Why would I have to? If it gets to that point, then why would I mean? How I look? Okay, so different part of the conversation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Relationships. How I look at it. Bounty Killer said something. And, this is my favorite artist. That's why.
Oh, nice.
That's why I'm listening to him. But
Yeah.
But he said something real. You cannot make a woman your girl. You have to find your girl into her. Like, you have to find her, that person has to be for you, made for you. So if I have to do so much to change you, if I have to go through therapy to be with you, it's not for me. God didn't send you for me.
What if like marriage happens and you're like 10 years in and then there starts to get really rough and rocky and you guys just can't find a median?
So that's when two adults come together and figure it out and say what's happening.
Okay.
And if we can't do that and somebody else have to tell us what's happening, then something is wrong. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
No,
how I
I
look
mean,
at it.
your
If someone
perspective is
else have to tell me what's wrong with what's going on,
yeah,
then that means we're not, because
we're not doing the work that we're
we're
supposed
not
to be
doing the work
doing.
that we're supposed to be doing, and then 9 times out of 10 it's not going to work later on down the line. I'm not saying it never does, because
Right.
you have people that go through therapy and it works because they actually work on fixing it, but then
Yeah.
you have people that are stubborn. So you have to know the partner that you're with before you even think about going to therapy, because you might be wasting your money and your time.
Because a lot of people go to therapy and realize through therapy that they don't need to be together.
They don't
So,
need to be together.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
and I think that happens more than the other way around.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that topic, because I feel like if it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. Like, I've met women that I can say, yeah, they were meant for me, but I let them go, or
Right.
you know, I did stupid shit to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, things happen.
Yeah.
And you just gotta hope you find back that again.
Right.
So, you know, that's basically where it is.
Okay. I like that. Well, Reem. Reem is your full name?
Kareem.
Kareem. Okay. I wanted to get that out there.
Yeah,
Kareem.
Kareem.
I'm gonna start calling you Kareem.
Oh God.
Do you like when people call you your real name?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whichever slips out first.
I don't mind. That's the first name I heard, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind.
Well, Reem, thank you for coming on.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, you're so dope. You have Lit Miami coming up.
Lit Miami.
I don't know if it's gonna. Well, Lit Miami will be gone, but Lit Miami's every year. By the time
Every
this
year.
airs,
So every Thanksgiving weekend, Lit Miami. Colors. Music
colors.
Fest.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep it back again in September. I like the.
September energy.
We used to keep it.
July.
No.
Was it July?
It was June.
June.
But originally we used to keep it in March. And the first time we kept it was in March. That was 2014.
Oh, okay.
And 2015 we went March, June, and October.
Oh,
So we did
okay.
it 3 times for the year.
Oh,
That's when the
wow.
party scene was popping.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
used to bring out a lot of people. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think I like the September
Energy.
energy. Yeah.
Okay.
was-
And it's cooler. Not
Yeah.
as hot.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So Lit Miami Colors. Y'all look out
Colors
for his
music,
2 dope events that he has every year. It's those 2 only, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to do more, but I just scaled
Trickle it down. And it's better. It's like the less you have, the more people anticipate for it.
Right.
Because it's like,
Right.
it's not as watered down.
It's not as watered down,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Because then people say, "Oh yeah, he's doing too much."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for tuning in, guys, to another episode of Wine Glass Conversation. Reem, thank you again for stopping by.
No problem.
It was great. Hopefully you get to come on. Let's cheers.
Serious.
Come on again. And guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about this conversation. And thank you for tuning in. Bye.